Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vicky, and I am located in the San Francisco Bay Area. We have gotten ourselves out of debt, became mortgage free, and now we are back in debt. So if you want to budget with me and see what my budget looks like, I'm happy to share. This template of my budget is located in the description below. You can feel free to click on the link, and then it's a Google Sheet. All you want to do is make a copy of it and it's yours. I feel like that's my way of giving back to the community that helped me and my family get out of debt. We started this journey in 2017, and so I've learned a lot of things along the way, and I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have. So what I do is I use Google Sheets, as I mentioned before. I did just hide the cells that show our income, but I do show you the total, and it's fine. Like if you go to previous videos, you'll see it. Um, but we'll talk about this negative rental income. We do own a condo in Los Angeles, and we'll talk through all this. So total income budgeted is $13,000, but as you can see, I live in a total high cost of living area, and so you'll see all the different things that we've got going on. So typically we have after school care, but we're getting ready to have summer months and we won't have to pay that, which is great. Typically it's about $232. I do have my daughter in childcare, that's $800. This is based on $200 per week. And my month of June, I am a 4-week month, whereas I counted May for 5 weeks, and I budget based on Sundays. All right. I budget $500 for electric and gas just because, in summer months we run the AC and in winter months we run the heater. So we'll see what that turns out. Waste management is our trash, and I earmarked $85. This comes out quarterly, and so that is just kind of tucked away in just our regular checking account until we need to use it. Water is every 2 months. This month, I do know how much it is. Let me see. I wrote that down. Let's see. Water bill for June 20302. So we do have the actual here, 20302. But last month I set aside $200, so you can see it's over budget. So we'll see. Internet is roughly $200. It's like 190 something, so I just round up for the budget. Our alarm system, Jim's cell phone, my cell phone, his gym, Netflix, my storage for Apple, Hulu, Weight Watchers, our gardener, our housekeeper. That is based on 4 weeks, and I'm just making sure because I just copied my sheet from last month and duplicated it, and I tried to do this off camera, but normally if it's a 5-week month, I just change the formula up here. State Farm, this encompasses about 9 different policies. And then for our variable, this is what I call our tracked categories. Some people call it variable expenses. These are the 4 categories that I track week over week to make sure that we stay within our budget. I think I was going to bring us down to 700, but nope, I need to create it. I need to update it to 800. Someone is messaging me. Okay. Dining out, I'll leave at $250 just to give us a buffer for the groceries in case, or if we do decide to go out. And then unexpected, I like to leave like a miscellaneous unexpected category of $300. So that brings us to $2,150. And that, guys, is just crazy because as I think through our budget for last year, I think groceries, before COVID, it was like it was $100 per week, so a $400 budget. And then during COVID, I think I got us to 500, and then it started creeping up, and now we're at $800. And I'm sure it's happening everywhere, but it's just crazy. Okay, gas is up to 800. We are definitely going to go over budget for the month of May. I can already see it, and but we have 5 weeks, so that's kind of where that goes. I probably should have made it more. Okay, so dining out, that should be fine. Let's talk through our sinking funds. I have a whole video, so I'm not going to really go over these. I'll go over it on in our video. I've changed the way I do sinking fund videos where I am doing them with prop money to show a visual representation, but I still like to show you guys. I do refer to this spreadsheet all the time. And you'll see here, like in the month of May, if things haven't been paid, like some of these still haven't come out, I highlight everything in yellow. And as things start clearing, I basically take off the highlight. So this is very helpful to me to keep track of what we're doing with our budget. Okay, I have given us some cash. Basically, it's $20 a week or $25 a week, and I just give it to us at the beginning of the month, and then we decide how we want to use that. And then debt here, the HELOC, we're paying interest only, but anything extra in our budget goes towards the HELOC. And so I just want to earmark the interest because that's automatically coming out, and then you'll see anything extra. The other thing I'm doing is I'm doing savings challenges, and let me just skip to talk about the savings challenges before I talk about the Yukon. So savings challenges, I am doing one that's try to save $30,000, and I want to do that to go towards the HELOC, but I want to make paying off the HELOC fun. And if you don't know what a HELOC is, it's a home equity line of credit. That's what HELOC stands for. And so I'm doing a 100 envelope challenge. I picked 2 ahead of time, and that totals $1,170. So that's earmarked there. And then the Yukon is a $1,200 payment. I know. The story behind this, and I'm sure I'm going to say this over and over again, was when we went to purchase the vehicle, we had the money in our savings account to pay it off outright. And so we're like, who cares what the payment's going to be because we're going to pay it off as soon as we leave. Well, then what happened was we decided to add on to the house. And we were like, okay, do we take the money that we were going to use for the car, or do we, put it towards the house? And so that's what we chose to do, put it towards the house. But it's crazy, a $1,200 payment. So, and the interest rate is so low that it's like, whatever, but I realize how ridiculous that sounds. So there it is. The condo, you'll see down below why this is the way it is. We'll talk about it here. So as I was saying, anything extra is going to go to the HELOC. And just for clarity, I wanted to separate this out. And this says extra 2, and that's going to go to the HELOC. And so we're going to put in this amount here. So that's 2827.19, and that makes it a zero-based budget, as you see here, the final balance. I did roughly skip this, and I want to bring it back because my friend Tracy always says that we should honor our accomplishments and show that we are mortgage-free. And so that's what gives us the flexibility to have these crazy bills of a car and the HELOC. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, we are adding onto our house. We're adding a junior ADU. It's an accessory dwelling unit that is an in-law suite to bring my mom to come live with us. And we're really excited. It's going to have its own little kitchenette and a bathroom. And maybe I'll vlog about it, but we are saving for that. Okay. The other thing that I do, I don't really discuss the rental budget much these past few videos, but the rent is $1,900, the HOA fee is $332. We need to increase this because we are negative by $74.96. So right now that's with putting 0 into the home maintenance sinking fund. So if we were to put it in, it's a negative of 174.96. So we're putting this out of our pocket to get us to zero. So we are still doing that here, but it is just from the rent alone, we are negative. Okay, so as just to just show you how this works, if I were to go to Costco and I spend $100, this pre-populates back up to the top in my groceries category and tells me that we've used $100 and I have $700 remaining. And that's kind of how I do it. And then what I do is I will put a formula in that will calculate my week one spending, and that's kind of how I work my check-ins. So yeah, that is the June 2022 budget. I also track our sinking funds tracker here as a triple check, I guess. This is the first place it goes, and then it goes in my rough draft budget, and then it is memorialized in my Erin Condren. So that is it. I know I'm really, really overly anal about how I keep track of my budget. But if you have any questions, let me know. If you found this interesting, give me a thumbs up. If you stayed here for this long, please send me a kissing emoji, smiley face, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.